Hi everyone, this is Anna from Koala Soap and I'm about ready to go to work, so I'm going to have to rush through this part. I got this mold on. I thought it was going to be much smaller than it was because my thought was to make these like embeds into clear soap, but as you can see, this is much bigger than I thought. So this is an orchid mold and I thought, well, let's go ahead and give it a shout and see how it works. It was a little bit more expensive. I think it was like $19.99 on Amazon. The link is below. But I'm actually quite pleased. I know I'm going to be able to use it forever. But I like the size. So now I'm really curious. So I'm going to be using two colors that Kaylin picked out for me. We're going to be using Shea Butter Melt and Pour, Blue Ice, and I believe this one is Yellow Lemon. So let's go ahead and get this melted and get started. Okay, so we have this melted. I'm going to go ahead and stir it a little bit. I don't think I need this much for the first part, so I'm actually going to pour some of this off. And it's a light yellow that I'm putting into here, so I can always mix it in. A little bit of alcohol here. And I'm not using gloves because this is one that we're just testing here. I'm going to be using daisy chains for the fragrance. Okay, and I'm gonna put that in. And it's a real light yellow. And I'm just gonna put in probably half a drop or so, 1.5 mLs clear. Won't mess with it too much. Okay, now I'm going to take the mold and stir this really well. And then I'm going to pour it in. So you only need a little bit. And now I'm gonna go like this. And I'm gonna just bounce it around because this, I looked inside when I cleaned it. It's got a lot of little crevices in there. So I kind of want to make sure that I get them. And so we don't want any soap to go to waste. I'm gonna add it here. This makes a little bit of a mess on the top of your mold, so you'll see what I mean in a second. You can see it's kind of a little bit of a mess. And the reason I'm doing that is if there's any air bubbles on the bottom, I'm getting them to surface up. And squirt it with some alcohol. So now I have like a yellowish hue here. And I have my Stardust mica. This one is Blue Ice. It's my favorite, so I'm hoping we can get the color to change enough. If not, maybe I might add a little bit of a neon color in there. We'll see. I have to say I'm impressed by the size of this mold. I'm used to molds that look like this to be small, and I won't be able to use it for what I originally bought it for, but I think it'll work just the same. We have a little bit of blue. I think what we're going to do is, it looks almost like a steel blue. I don't know that that's going, and that's because I put yellow in there. It looks steel blue to me. I don't know if you can see it. I want a blue. So unfortunately what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this for another project, and I'm going to remix this because I really want to see the mold with the blue and yellow. So we're going to pour that off into our little mold here. Off to the side. It's always good to have those in case of an issue. And what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to clean this out, and I'm going to remelt, and then we're going to do our blue again. Okay, so I have some more melted down. We'll add our alcohol. This is about at 151 right now. We have our blue ice here. Give this a stir. Mix this very well. And we'll pour. And when you do this, you're going to drop the temperature even more. You're going to need it a little warm because you're going to actually need it to adhere to what you have in here. Okay, so that's better. Okay, so we'll put in another 1.5 of daisy chain, which will drop our temperature even more. Okay, let's see where we're at. Okay, 140. I really don't want to pour this until it's a little bit lower, only because I don't want it to pull up the yellow that we already have down for the leaves. So I'm going to give this, I'd even be happy with 137. And then we'll see how it works. Okay, we're there. So it's very important you squirt this with alcohol, and then you're going to pour. And I don't know if I have enough to pour it all the way up, but I just kind of want to test the mold. So let's just kind of see what happens here. And we have enough. Okay, so let's see. A little bit here. And we have a little bit left, so we're going to go ahead and pour that off into our mold also. And we're going to be using that maybe for embeds or something else. We're going to squirt this with some alcohol. Just want any little bubbles because there's lots of cracks and crevices in that one. Let's wait and then we'll unmold it. Okay, and we're back, and I'm joined by Gavin.
Hello.
Okay. So we're testing a mold, Gavin. We're going to see how we like it. It's probably a too flowery of a scent for you. You want to smell it?
I don't know what's in the inside, but from what I see, it looks pretty weird.
Yeah. Well, okay. So what we do is we loosened everything here. We're going to see what this soap looks like. We're going to unmold it very carefully because we have two colors in there. I think. Oh, good. Yay.
Oh, wow, that's really nice.
There you go. Here, Gavin, hold out your hand. Let's see. This one's staying home, but that is really pretty. That blue ice came out really nice. So that's a good size soap for you. Yeah. Okay. I like it. You like it, Gavin?
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I love the mold. I really do. So for you gardeners out there, this is the one. Make sure that you know the first color you put into here will be the color that's going to be down at the tips. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and shrink wrap this after 24 hours. I'm just going to kind of let it set. But I love this mold. This is a good mold. You could also paint it with alcohol and mica, but I like mine to stay because you see how it already went into the little flower parts there? So now I don't have to paint it. So there you go. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will be back later this week, right?
Yep.
Okay, have a good day. Bye.
Bye.